Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and BIOS and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. My next guest needs no introduction. That's because he's been on my podcast before. Amongst a lot of other very cool stuff. He's a very good friend of mine. I see him on a regular basis. His name is Kevin Dorsey. You guys want to know what kind of stuff he's done? Here, let me pull it up. Here's a short list of some neat stuff that Kevin has done. Kevin Dorsey was the assistant musical director, vocal director, and background vocalist for Michael Jackson on the Bad, Dangerous, History, and Michael and Friends tours. In addition, he's also worked with Stevie Wonder, Rod Stewart, Sting, Phil Collins, Quincy Jones, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Barry Manilow, Lionel Ritchie, Kanye West, NeYo, I think I got that right, NeYo, N-E-Y-O, sorry guys, Celine Dion, Christina Aguilera, Whitney Houston, Elton John, to name a few. And because it came up randomly here, Toto as well. He did background vocals for Toto, and you'll see why I bring that up because it kind of pertained to one of the videos we did together. In the film world, there's a lot of credits, but just a few. He worked on The Color Purple, Forrest Gump, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Matrix, The Lion King, Spiderman, Law and Order, The Simpsons, The Cosby Show, The A-Team, Knight Rider, and Star Trek. It's got a heck of a resume. Before we get into the great videos with my friend Kevin, I want to let you guys know too, I want to throw a shout out, a thank you to the people at Still Austin. They sent me not one, but 2 bottles of wonderful spirits, whiskeys, and this is the second time that they've supported my podcast, and I genuinely like their product a lot. They're really great people. They were gracious enough also to send me these cards with tasting notes on them. If you guys want to learn more about their products, you can go to stillaustin.com and check it out, or you can go buy their product at Total Wine. If you want to go check that out too, you'll find their stuff there. I also want to let you guys know I have released my second book. It's called Zemu Pulled My Finger. It is available on Amazon. You guys can check it out if you want to. Just like Memoir of a Roadie, it's available as a hardcover, softcover, Kindle, and as an audio book. The links are below in the description if you want to find how to get to it. And if you guys do check out either book, I hope you really dig it. Anyway, let's jump into this. Let's see what my friend Kevin Dorsey has to say about your favorite band. Let's do this. Kevin Dorsey, my good pal. It's good to have you back on my podcast. I appreciate you, well, always, but I appreciate you jumping on this one for me. I watched this video not too long ago. It was just released recently, and I thought it was innovative and fun, and I thought of you. So I know you know this track really well, but I'd love to hear what you think of this rendition of it, and then afterwards you can let me know.
You got it.
Okay, let's do it then.
緊張するな。
やってまいりましたね。お願いします。アイボンというバッグですよ。やってまいりました。お願いします。I want you back. I want you back.
さあベストの表題曲です。
さっさっさっさ。何それ？初めて聞いた。
初めて聞いた。
I want you back. はい。
じゃあ楽しんでいきましょうか。
そうですね。楽しい曲なんで。はい、遊びましょう。リスペクト込めて僕たちらしく楽しんでいきたいと思います。お願いします。それでは聴いてください。I want you back. Woo! Yo! First take! Let's go! I want you, I want you back. ヒマラヤ的愛の言葉はいらない。君が意味がないため息ばかり。もう軽くなった右肩に言えなくなっちゃったままの帰りなさい。当たり前なんて一つもないし、記憶の中の全てが大事。Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh baby give me one more chance. Want Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was like, let you go. But now, see, I see you. I want you back, yeah, one time for your mom. I want you back, bring it back, 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 back. I want you back, yeah, two time, let's see one. I want you back, bring it back, 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 back. どうしようもないね、もう何度泣いたってこの冷たい夜はまた明けない永遠に、覚めない夢の中、君はもう誰かの手の中、届かないって分かったでまた自分勝手だとしたって Let me tell you now Oh baby give me one more chance Show you that I love you Won't you please let me back in your heart Oh darling I was trying to let you go Let's go baby But now since I see you in his arms Yeah A boo 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 A boo 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 喜びも悲しみもその全てが愛しいよかすれて消える前にもう一度巻き戻せない移りゆく時代たらればだけ重ねる果てしない傷だらけのバイナルに張り戻す取り戻す記憶の奥にまた火を灯す Forget what happened there I want you back Love it again Oh baby give me one more chance Won't you please let me back in your heart Spare me all these scars Give me back what I love Oh darling I was right to let you go Let's go baby But now see I see you I want you back yeah one time for your mom I want you back bring it back 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 I want you back yeah two time rest in one I want you back bring it back 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 I want you back 楽しいあらしゃ I want you back 楽しい I want you back
Have you heard a version like that before?
Never. Is that K-pop?
It's a band called BeFirst. I'm very new to them. I just listened to 2 of their tracks only. I don't believe it would be considered K-pop, but
I mean, I would think they're cloning that style group, though.
yeah, so it's these young, I think they call them icon groups, and so it's just these young and they put them together and they're all talented in their own ways. There's a lot of these bands coming through this particular program, The First Take.
Yeah.
But I liked some of them more than others. What I liked about these guys is the arrangement was great. And so
Yeah. I mean, it threw me when they opened with the rap,
yeah.
you know, and then once they went into the song, I mean, it was cool. I mean, they can sing. I mean, they did the melody justice, and they had fun doing it. Yeah.
I like the presence. Stage presence is so key. Their presence is really great. They have a lot of energy throughout the track. They seem really happy. And then this may be too specific, but do you remember the first time you heard this particular track?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Tell me.
Wow. I was a kid when I heard it, and the Jackson 5 were introduced on the Ed Sullivan Show,
Oh,
and this is what they performed on that show, you know, and to hear that and I mean it was iconic. I mean the Jacksons were being introduced pretty much like the Beatles were being introduced, you
yeah.
know, and they were introduced by Diana Ross,
Who you worked for?
who had co-discovered them, you know, via my God, Barry. So to hear that track, I mean, it was a great track. I mean, it's the first time as a kid that I had heard a youth group, you know, with backing vocals, lead vocal that weren't like the Temptations, the Four Tops, or Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And that was the beginning of that group becoming, you know, pretty much a musical icon, you know.
Totally.
But great track, and I never thought once I heard this track that sooner or later I would be assistant musical director and vocal director for their lead vocalist.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
Yeah,
To watch something like this, oftentimes I watch these videos and I feel like there's a torch, not a physical torch, but a torch being passed.
yes, yes. You
And
know,
this was an
go ahead.
innovative rendition. I felt the torch.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you say that, Joel, because that that happens. I mean, you're talking about a song that's literally from 55 to 60 years ago, you know, and now music has, I mean, as you know, it's always innovating. I mean, new generations bring new generations of music. They bring
Yeah,
new styles. And when you have a song like I Want You Back, I mean, it's common sense sometimes if produced and presented and arranged well. If it hit once, it can hit again.
absolutely.
And so this group, I can tell they put their heart in it. They put their heart into the vocals. Uh, they grabbed a totally different audience just by adding the hip hop version to an R&B version, you know. I mean, like I said, it rocked me because I was just like, whoa, I want you back in the background and they're rapping on top of it. And the next thing I know, when I had you to myself, they're doing the tune. So I mean, great innovative arrangement, truly passing the torch in 2025. And I respect that a lot.
I thought it was neat. I don't know if people saw, I grabbed my phone real quick. And the reason I did is I wanted to just tell you a bit about the band because I didn't know. So they were formed in 2021 and they're all Japanese, these guys.
Okay.
So that's the quick information on them. But I just wanted to say something because I get yelled at a lot. They're like, you
Yeah.
don't know anything about the bands. And a lot of times I don't. I just like the song. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. Do you remember the first time you met Michael Jackson?
I do remember the first time I met him. It was in 1984.
Okay.
And they were preparing for the Jackson's Victory Tour,
Okay.
and it was it was very interesting. I was with Quincy Jones, and so it was just like being in in a room full of just, I mean, legends. Even though, and I'm sitting here, and Mike was very cordial, and all he could do was talk about my voice.
Some things haven't changed.
Yeah, I mean, and he was just like, wow. And when I was singing on this track with him, he was just like, I can't believe how low you speak, but how high you can sing. And and he was very nice, and I ended up doing the opening for the Victory Tour, and like I said, the next thing I know, when he was getting ready to do his first solo tour, I got the call. And it was, to me, our relationship was magical. You know,
Yeah.
very interesting person.
Of course, there's no way to know, but do you think he would have enjoyed listening to a rendition, people doing something like this with one of his songs that he was?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just like when SWV did a track uh, he did called Human Nature,
Sure.
written by the Porcaro brothers from Toto. And he loved that track. I mean, one thing about Mike, he was always very, very innovative, as you could see, whether it be his music or a video or a dance. He loved something new, and he loved when people would educate him and introduce him to something new, and he would definitely love something like this. I mean, because one huge thing about Mike loved Japanese culture.
Oh.
And we performed in Japan on many of an occasion in Osaka, Tokyo, Yokohama. And the Japanese fans loved Michael, and he loved them, and he would truly appreciate this, you know, and would want to actually, believe it or not, find them and meet them, you know, and find out, you know, what was in here that made them choose that particular song, you know, to cut. Yeah.
That's interesting. It's true. When you have such a large catalog, what made you connect with that one? Why did you like that? And that's fun to hear.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you mentioned Toto. Do you want to hear another band called Missioned Souls perform a Toto track?
Sure.
All right, let's jump into that one, and then you can let me know what you think.
You got it.
Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.